Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Craig's Stuff. My name is Craig, and this is some of my stuff. Today, we are taking a look at the second figure in the Aniplex BUZZmod Demon Slayer line, Nezuko Kamado. If you don't know, she's the sister of Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, and one of the main characters of the series. Very, very excited for this figure. Obviously, I was very happy with the Tanjiro, and I'm very excited for this one. I think the BUZZmod, they are killing it over there. These figures are fantastic. I really, really like Tanjiro. I had also got the Edward Elric from Full Metal. He wasn't nearly as good as Tanjiro, but you know, they didn't put cloth on him, and it could have been 100 times better with cloth. But this one is going to have the cloth. As you can see, we have the cloth jacket in the box there, and there's more cloth on there as well, but we'll take a look when we pop it open. So yeah, it's pretty much the same type of box as Tanjiro, window front, with a lot of space. This is a big box, and there's not a lot going on. You can't even see the extra accessories. I think there should be extra stuff in there. I don't really know. And then on the back, some poses. And then the top, like this, pretty plain. And that stuff on the bottom. Now, I really think Japan really needs to work on their saving of materials. This is insane. There's so much packaging here. So, guys over in Japan, not only does it help the environment to reduce material for your packaging, it also saves you guys money. I imagine if there's just less packaging, you know, it doesn't need this much. This is just very silly. All right. Anyway, I think it is time we pop this sucker open. Alrighty, so here's Nezuko out of the packaging. But before we talk about her, we have to talk about all these accessories that she comes with, and we get a solid assortment. Definitely not as much as Tanjiro, but not a bad assortment here. First off, we get, of course, her robe. This is just like Tanjiro, has the wires, although the wires are only around the front. So you see, you can kind of move that like that. They go around the neck, back of the neck, and they go around the other side here. So you can kind of get that to be in whatever it poses. Also, it goes around the back, so you have it basically just around that one section, not on the sleeves at all, which is fine. No problems at all with that. So we'll put that on her and see how that looks later. Then we have a alternate hair piece. I guess the one that's on her is kind of wild and wavy looking. You got like this going kind of around, and this one is just not as crazy looking. I guess it's just straight down. Then you get alternate arms. We have these alternate arms with the sleeves are rolled up. These ones actually have an elbow joint. You will notice on these arms, the ones that are already on here, there is no elbow joint here, which, you know, is fine. I guess it's not great. I guess if you wanted to pose her like this without her jacket on. But I'll be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to have her without it on. I think that's her look is with the jacket on. So I don't see why I would want it without it. Also, her neck is kind of long, so I imagine this thing kind of covers up all that stuff. Then we get 3 alternate faces here. So we get a little sleepy face. We get kind of a silly looking face there. We get then this like angry demon face, and you know, that's awesome. Very cool. And then last, we get 6 additional hands. We get 2 fists. You get 2 open hands and then 2 kind of clawed grabbing hands. And then the ones that are on her, which are like a loose open hand. So that's cool. So in total you're getting, what is that, eight sets of hands. So yeah, I think it's time we actually take a look at the figure. All right, so here's Nezuko, and I think she looks really good. I think they did a fantastic job with this figure, just like they did with Tanjiro, and I really like it. My favorite part is that with the skirt they used a soft material. They used the like a fabric, because that does not get in the way of her legs moving at all, which is really, really good. You can get her legs all the way up, or get them all the way around. I really like that. But we'll talk about articulation later. And I mentioned before with the elbows, I don't love how this doesn't have elbows. I mean, I guess with something like this, it would completely hinder or completely ruin the sculpt. So I get it. That's why I love soft material. So we're going to use the other arms. We're going to be able to replace that with these arms and put the jacket over it, and you're not even going to be able to tell. It doesn't matter. But for this, I guess you can't really do much with these arms. Also, I just don't really think it looks that great. These arms don't seem to fit perfectly. They kind of always sit a little bit too low. They either go too high or too low. That's kind of weird. Also, and I mentioned it before, her neck looks really long. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I think her neck looks really long. I think that is mainly because once the jacket is on, it's going to cover up other things and it won't look so bad. At least I assume. We're going to see that in a second. But when it comes to paint and sculpt and everything, fantastic. It looks incredible. I think they did an awesome job. I love the texturing pattern, or whatever the patterns that are going on her kimono. I guess this is a kimono. Really cool. The checkered in the middle. Really, really nice. Of course, face looks fantastic. They always do a great job with faces over there in Japan. Don't love how this kind of connects. I feel like this looks a little bit weird because this is obviously posable. I feel like it looks a little bit weird. Also, I don't know if her hair is just not connecting super well to the back portion of the hair, because this is removable. Maybe if we take it off and put it back on again, let's see. Yeah, it does not seem to want to go in, so that doesn't seem to go in perfectly. I don't know if the hole was not cut deep enough. The other side looks fine, but this side, you can see it's just not really going in all the way, which kind of stinks. But anyway, it's just still a really good looking figure. I think they did a good job. Now I think what's most important is we see what she looks like with the robe on, because I think most everyone's always going to have that robe attached. Let's see how we figure it. I imagine we'd pop the arms off. All right, then you pop the new arms on. You gotta make sure to see this one says L, so it's on the left side. And then you do the same thing with the right arm, and you pop the right arm in. All right, and like I said, I think once the jacket is on, I feel like the neck being long is definitely not as noticeable. I think it works. I think it, that looks awesome. She looks obviously, she looks much better with the jacket on. That's, part of her design. That's just how she looks, and you want to have the jacket on. All right, so now I think it's time we take a look at some of the articulation. For her head, she looks pretty much straight down, although her hair is very heavy, so it kind of pulls her head back, so she's not really going to look straight down. And also it pops off. Her head falls off very easily. And then she's able to look back just a little bit. Unfortunately, her hair gets completely in the way, and she's not really able to look up too much. Head goes, of course, all the way around, and she does have head tilt. This joint really is not too tight, so nothing seems to want to stay, though, once you get her in that position. I mean, I guess you can kind of finagle holding her hair on different things to have it stay, but it's just not a very tight neck joint. Then she also has the lower neck area, which moves in and out and side to side as well. She can do, of course, the good old Knights of the Roxbury, and then this thing just popping off. Things are just falling off this figure. Is this Revoltech? I did not think this was a Revoltech figure. So then for the arms do go up. You can see here, the arms do have that up-down motion, and of course they do go all the way around. She does get her arms out to that 90-degree angle if you lift You can lift it up and over like that. You can see kind of how it's up and over like that. And it does spin a little bit there too. She has a single jointed elbow that only goes in about that far and is not hindered at all by the jacket. And she does spin at the elbow, at least on these arms. Then there is, of course, there is wrist motion. They go up, they go down, all the way around in every different direction. And her hand is falling off too. So she spins at actually the upper chest. You can actually see kind of in there. That's where the joint is under there, and it has a nice ab crunch, pretty solid ab crunch in there, considering what's going on. And her head does not want to stay on, and she does go back a little bit as well. She also spins, of course, at the lower waist, and she does have a bit of tilt there as well. Then the legs, they do go forward, and as you can see, they're not hindered at all by the cloth material. Look how far up her leg she can get that nice kick, because that's what she does. She's a kicker. She's like bending it like Beckham, and then her legs can go out. She can get a nice split. Oh God, and her leg is falling off. The legs do go back. They go straight back. Look at that. Look how awesome that is. Her legs go completely straight back. That's perfect. It's fantastic. I love it. So she actually completely spins just at the top of the leg. So you can see it completely spins all the way around. But there also is an upper thigh cut right here where her, I guess you can call that underwear. I don't really know. Then she has oh my God. Let's see. So you can see there's the thigh cut right there. Luckily, these joints pop in no problem at all. So then she has a single jointed knee, which only goes about that far back. And then she spins, of course, at the ankle. She goes up, she goes down, and there is ankle pivot, and there is toe articulation, a little bit of toe. Nezuko stands just about 5 inches tall. And here she is next to my figure of the year contender, the BUZZmod Tanjiro. Here she is next to the SH Figuarts Goku. And here she is next to the Marvel Legends Gibbon. Alrighty, so overall, I really, really like this figure. She's definitely not as good as the Tanjiro, but it's still an incredible figure. I think they did a fantastic job. Maybe could have gotten a few more accessories. These figures are really, really expensive. So like the fact that we're not getting too much with it is kind of I mean, Tanjiro came with some effect pieces and whatever. I mean, I don't really know what kind of effects you'd really get with Nezuko, because she didn't. I mean, I feel like she didn't really do that much. Well, maybe the box. The box came with Tanjiro. Maybe a tiny version of her. I don't know, something. I think the Figma comes with a little version of her, like. So they could have done that. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it's a really good figure. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please check back every Friday at noon for brand new videos. Check out my Instagram. It's at Craig Stuff. I will see you guys next time. Later.